And so when it comes to nervous system and anxiety, you want to look for herbs that are in the nervine category, which is like nerves that support the nervous system. And so there's ones that help like stop spinning thoughts. There's ones that help with like the body anxiety and the physical like aspects of it. There's ones that help stimulate the nervous system. There's ones that help calm the nervous system. So I am a huge proponent for integrating. I mean, I eat herbs and drink herbs all day long.
Okay, give us some of your favorites and what they, help with. Obviously not curing. But
no, but they will help. I love
they're allies too.
Yes, they're allies. I love lemon balm. Kids can take it. It's great for kids. It's in the mint family. Has a really nice, subtle, like lemony mint kind of flavor. And it kind of gives not only does it help to relax the nervous system, but it also over time helps to like nourish the nervous system. So that one I love. I love passion flower. It stops the ruminating and spinning thoughts. Like it like shuts them off. It's really, really amazing. What are some of my
How
other
do you
favorites?
make it?
You can do, for lemon balm, it's great in tea.
Okay.
You can make tinctures out of them.
Okay.
Some people will do like capsules. Different herbs have different constituents that are pulled out in different ways. So like alcohol is going to pull out some different ones than just like making tea. But overall, you're going to get the medicinal impact of them either way. Like roots are better to like be boiled. You can't really just like pour water over them because it won't pull out the constituents. So you have to do like what's called a decoction.
What's an example of a root?
Kava root is one.
What does kava do?
Valerian root. Kava's an interesting one because it actually has really deep cultural roots in the South Pacific. It really calms you down and gets you almost a little bit high. It tastes like absolute butthole.
I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that to come after. You're gonna feel a little high.
You're gonna feel amazing, but it tastes like it is terrible. Roots have a tendency to be pungent because they're like in the earth, and it's kind of oftentimes where like the most potency of the plant is. But yeah, that one's great. I always just say like do some research, make sure you're being culturally aware and not like taking anything away from the indigenous people where it comes from. Valerian root's another one that smells like dirty feet, but really it's a great muscle relaxer and body relaxer.
Really?
Yeah.
So wait, you're supposed to boil and then drink it or eat it?
You boil and drink it.
Okay.
Yeah. Kava ones is also one you have to be careful with like oversaturation of the liver. So some herbs you just want to be like cognizant of the impacts that they have also like long term. It doesn't mean don't take it. It just is like just be conscious of how often and when you do it. Reishi mushroom is a really, really great overall nervous system. There's in traditional Chinese medicine, they call it reishi babies. So women who take reishi while they're pregnant, they have these babies who are just really regulated and calm and kind of zen. And so that's kind of cool. I could talk about herbs forever.
And what do you use every morning?
Lately, I'll switch it up, but lately I've been doing Heshu Wu, which is a traditional Chinese herb that helps with like hair, skin, and nails. And it also has like a calming effect on the nervous system. Pearl powder, which is literally ground up pearls.
Really?
In traditional Chinese medicine, it's known as a Shen tonic, which Shen means like just like calm. It's also really high in like bioavailable biotin, so like it's great for your skin. It's used as a beauty tonic as well in Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine. What else? Rose. I've been using rose, which helps with like balancing the female hormones and like cramping during your menstrual cycle. I think that's all. I think that's what I've been
where do you
using.
go to get this?
Herbal stores.
Herbal stores.
Yeah.
Okay, so those exist.
Those do exist.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's some really great, like a good friend of mine, she owns a company called Root and Bones, and she just has a line of traditional Chinese tonic herbs that she sells.
So would you think it's best if someone who's interested in this to consult with an herbalist first?
I do.
Or a doctor? Because I do think
doctors don't know anything about herbs.
Interesting. Okay.
Usually.
Not all. We're never generalizing.
But that's not something that they're taught. A good herbalist should know contraindications with medications, or at least be able to look that up. Should know like if it's safe during pregnancy and breastfeeding, or if you're trying to get pregnant, like should know these things. There's no regulation around herbalists in the United States. So there's really good ones, and then there's obviously just like every field, not as great ones.
Right.
And so I always say, I do think that there's back to like nervous system, I think that the nervous system thrives on autonomy and having the empowerment to like learn and educate yourself, I think is really powerful. So I think it's important to do your own research, and also if you're unsure, like check with a practitioner. So
Absolutely, yeah.
Things like peppermint, like something you'd think, oh, this is great for everybody. It is. We love it. But if you're breastfeeding and you drink a lot of peppermint tea, it can actually dry your milk up. So like there's certain things that you wouldn't even think that you want to check with. Like of course, a cup of peppermint tea is not going to be harmful. But if you're drinking like peppermint tea every day and you're breastfeeding, like you might want to be aware of that.
Right.
You might not want to dry your milk up.
Wow.
So there's things like that.